What is up, guys? Welcome back to Monster Prom. Welcome to what is probably going to be the final episode for Monster Prom. It's been an interesting journey. This game has definitely been kind of an interesting experiment, I would call it, more than likely. It's very different than games that I normally play, and it's been funny. It's been very funny. The things that you can make happen are very humorous, and that's cool. It's unique. But we're at the end of week 2. We're in the evening. We've done the gym, we've done the auditorium, we've done the library. Let's do night class. Let's see what happens when we go to night class. Class, that day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at high school. You gain 2 smarts. Smart and creative. Nearby you can see Scott and the wolf pack talking. Again? Scott, we have the greatest power drink to date. Check this out, bro. Oh, I love power drinks. But wait, this new cutting-edge sports supplement is like no other before. There's no need to mix it with a beverage. You can consume it using your nose. It's called cocaine. Yeah, cocaine. Whoa, that totally doesn't sound like your regular power drink. Which definitely means it's cutting edge, just like you said. Yeah, it's like 50% energy, 50% protein, and 100% raw power. God damn it, these crazy pranks. But before you can do anything, Scott has snorted all the coke. Oh my god. No. And he's gone full wolf mode. Now he's basically unleashed and just destroying everything he sees. You need to do something to calm him down, but what? Give him a flashy fidget spinner. Using your vast knowledge of aromatherapy, you give him some lavender-scented cocaine to neutralize the regular scented cocaine and relax him a bit. That's not gonna work. Give him a flashy fidget spinner. Not so fun? What? You give Fierce Wolf Scott the fidget spinner. He seems to like it. He tries to spin it, but he's so high on coke that he soon grows tired of spinning it and instead wants to write a crime novel. 15 minutes and 5 chapters later, he realizes he could learn Brazilian cuisine. Then he forgets the pão de queijo he was preparing in the oven, and he purchased online because now he's into pottery. And now he's doing all his taxes and your taxes, and now he's starting a law firm with a ram and a heart, and now he's taken -2 charm and -1 smarts from you, and has invested it in the stock market, and it's gone. You've solved nothing today. Wow, that was super rude. I didn't want to try to neutralize cocaine with more cocaine. Dang it. Alright. Where... Class was a dud. Let's go outdoors. Whatever. Let's do a rave in the morning. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much. But at one point, there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from the nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Scott strolls by, happily munching on something. Liam gapes at him, appalled. What on earth are you eating, Scott? This delicious new flavor of Fangles potato chips. Fangles. Maximum Ultimate Double Barbecue Massacre. Really? Because it looks like a raw severed goat head inside a cardboard tube. Oh yeah, I guess it does. Could have sworn it was potato chips. Still tasty though. Oh my god, tasty? Tasty? Does wonton environmental destruction sound tasty to you? I don't know. Is that a kind of a jerky? No, Scott. Don't you realize that in order to harvest these goat heads, Fangles and Co. decapitate millions of innocent goats every year? But what do they do with the bodies of the goats? Nothing. It's a horrendously wasteful practice. Oh no, all those poor headless goat bodies running around and bumping into things? We have to stop them. Wait, really? I was just trying to make you feel guilty. I didn't actually have a plan of action, but if someone were to suggest one, assemble an army of vengeful undead goat torsos, write an extremely mean blog post. Yeah, let's do goat torsos. Not so smart? Ah, yes. Necromancy, the ultimate tool in the protesters' arsenal. You dig out your Abominations Against Nature 101 textbook and get to work. But soon, why are all the goats running into walls and trees and each other? Because they don't have heads, Scott. or eyes. Somehow our friend here didn't take that into account. Why did you let her do it if you knew it wasn't going to work? For the lols, Scott. For the lols. The laws here are at your expense. Literally. Fangles sues you for unlicensed necromancy. You lose -2 money and -1 smarts. Whatever. I won it anyways. That was the fun idea. Not so smart. I don't care. You're not so smart. Game. Take that. Aw, man. I don't want to deal with the Wolfpack again. And Damien? Gosh. Alright. You find Scott, Damien immersed in their favorite mobile game, Pokémon's Go, based on the classic pocket humans. My Reginald Bodsworth uses income tax audit. Oh no! My Lindsay Roberts never saves receipts. It's super effective. And now for the finishing blow. Wait. What? Reginald contracted lymphoma. Reginald's lymphoma deals 500 physical damage to him and 999 emotional damage to him and his loved ones. Woo, I win again! Why are all your Pokémons so unhealthy, Damien? Because I make them all smoke cigarettes and live next to toxic waste dumps, obviously. Maybe you should stop doing that. Where's the fun in that? Let's have another match. What are you I can't remember his voice. What are you two nerds doing? Nerding around. Nerd up, nerds. Whoa, Scott, is that you? We didn't recognize you under all that nerdery. What are you doing playing a dumb video game for stupid babies? But Pokémon's isn't dumb. It's cool. Because no way is Scott gonna come up with anything. But if you do, maybe you can score some points with Scott or Damien. Show them that a phone equipped with Pokémon's Go can also be used as a football. Say nothing. Pelt them with steamed vegetables. I mean, I'm guessing Scott would like the football thing. I don't know. No way! I didn't know that was a feature of Pokémon's Go. It's not. She's just gonna grab someone's phone and you snatch Damien's phone and heft it in one hand and fling it across the cafeteria. Hey! My phone! What the dick was that for? Yay, someone threw something, I'll get it. Whoa, bro. Check out the perspective. The perfect spiral on that throw, that technique right there. Let's install Pokémons on our phones right now, and then throw our phones at each other. The Wolfpack bound off to play full contact phone tag. Scott soon returns with Damien's phone in his mouth. Damien's phone is pretty much destroyed, but Scott is so happy to be playing fetch with you. No. No. Alright.
Let's go.
The final day before the prom, I think. I'm pretty sure. Alright, so of all the things that we've done, we haven't done the bathrooms. And I think we haven't done one other. No, it's just that we haven't done the bathrooms, that's it. So we'll go to bathrooms. I like going to all the places. Whoa, what is this? That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, you're in the bathroom. You're supposed to give shits in the bathroom. But you gain +2 boldness. What does it say on the wall? I haven't really looked. It looks like they're playing Hangman. It looks like it's supposed to say butts. There's a Call Me, Jekyll, Death Overrated. Alright, basic stuff. Shrooms. You're casually reading the latest issue of Monster magazine when you're rudely interrupted. See? Even Kathy O'Hara, a sensible monster with a good head on her shoulders, and at least some smarts, is reading Monster magazine. Yeah, and that's bad, because we're warriors. So we need to fight. Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it. Hooray! Let's solve another of the world's major problems. No, Scott, we're social justice warriors. You see, Kathy O'Hara, ever since our major success with the Fangles Goathead debacle, we've taken it upon ourselves to stand up against injustice. By punching magazines. No, Scott. As you no doubt noticed, Monster Magazine's sexiest monster alive this year is Count Victor von Musselbod, the Werewolf Prince bodybuilder. That makes him the 5th Royal Werewolf bodybuilder in a row to earn the title. What about those of us with leaner physiques? What of our representation? So now we're endeavoring to get Monster Magazine to name someone from a more marginalized community as their sexiest creature alive. We just need to figure out A way to convince them, since I guess punching the magazine wasn't good enough. Psh, that's easy. All you needed to do to solve everyone's body image issues forever is make our own version of the magazine featuring a 3-winged chupacabra on the cover. Lean heavily into the warrior part. Storm Monster magazine. And hold the editor-in-chief captive until he promises to stop exclusively promoting one aesthetic as the pinnacle of monster sexiness. Wow. I mean, I'm guessing the second one would be Scott. The first one almost seems like it would be fine too, but this one seems cool. Not so bold? What? How is that a negative? Whatever. Ooh, yeah, good plan. I love being a warrior. I'll admit, it does sound like an attention-grabbing demonstration, if nothing else. Hot diggity dog, with that, you're off to storm the Monster Magazine headquarters using the element of surprise. Your second favorite element, right after nitrogen. Your plan is to overpower Monster Magazine security and march straight into the editor-in-chief's office. But unfortunately, you're just a bunch of high schoolers. And even a talented high school athlete like Scott is still a high schooler, and therefore no match for a highly trained security detail of professional bodyguards. You get your asses totally handed to you. I don't feel like a warrior. This is not justice. It sure isn't. Good job, Kathy O'Hara. You destroyed society, justice, and warriors. Lost -2 fun and -1 charm. The Monster Prom draws near. So mad right now. How do I keep picking the bad options? We're going with Scott, of course. Yes, ask Scott to the prom.
Let's go.
Do not deny me. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you. Prom? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. There'll be so much hard partying that it'll count as a workout. Oh, look at him. He looks snazzy. Prom night was the best. The two of you got lost on your way to school and ended up having a crazy misadventure in a dungeon. By the time you finally arrived at prom, your bonds were tighter than ever. You learned a lot about Scott. Turns out that aside from sports and cheerleading, he also loves the sky and the stars. He gives his own names to the constellations, and if he knew the word astronomer, you were sure he would love to be one day. That was a nice ending. Most likely to get an... Oh my god. What's a quote? Scott's quote. Nice. New secret ending, 0. I think we only got 1 secret ending. Cool. That was a nice ending. Even though I screwed up at the end. And there it is, guys. The true end for Monster Prom. Those 3 weeks may be the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Damien and Scott teamed up and took second in a national Pokemon tag tournament. The crowd was amazed. The Pokemon team did taxes as if there were no tomorrow. It was a thing of beauty. Taxes. Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her. That's great. She spent her life making connections and building power because she's not a part of the game. She plays the game. So be careful. Maybe now she's the one pulling your strings. Miranda got a job being princess of her kingdom, which was actually kind of her job already. Well, you don't see her complaining about it. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was just gone like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Boom, 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 boom. There it is, guys. The end of Monster Prom. Oh my lord. More dead face. So it was Barnaby McGee, Mort Deadface, Sparky Hottie, and Kathy O'Hara. Those were our 4 characters. It was a very unique, fun game. Very different, like I was saying. Not the normal thing that we kind of go for. I'm going to let the credits completely play out because it's our last. Because it's the end. Rock and roll, baby. Rock and roll. I like all the fan art. Like, it's really cool. Apparently people, like, really fell in love with the game, which is neat. And the dogs are barking. Dogs. was fun. It was really good. I think my favorite one, if I had to choose one, I would probably say More Deadface was pretty good, but I actually think the one with Sparky Hottie and Damien was probably my favorite. Like, that was very unique and just kind of really crazy. So I would definitely say that was my favorite of the 4. But like all things, all good things must come to an end. Hey, look, the Sparky Hottie and Damien, they were in that picture. That's great. Oh my gosh. You have unlocked 6 new gallery images. That is it. There we go, guys. That has been Monster Prom. If you want to pick it up, you can do so on Steam. It comes in bundles. You can get it anywhere. It goes on sale a lot, and I believe Monster Prom 2 is coming out. As you can see in the corner, the sequel Kickstarter demo. If you're watching this back in the future and it's already come out, hopefully you like it. It's a very unique and crazy game, and I think that's what most people like about it, is that it's laid back. It's not super hard to play, of course, and it's funny. You always have some weird scenario that kind of happens. But that is going to be it, guys. That is going to be it for Monster Prom, and that is going to be it for me today. Thank you for joining me on this journey. We shall be starting something new soon, hopefully, if I can get the code for the dang game. But anyways, like I said, thank you for joining me, guys. I hope you will join me next time. I am MrBagelz. Goodbye.